The slump goes on. In truth, it could and should have been a lot worse for Luciano Spalletti's men. Despite opening the scoring through talisman Mauro Icardi, Fiorentina dominated from start to finish and the stoppage time equalizer was the least the hosts deserved, though both teams can feel aggrieved for different reasons. Under the tutelage of ex-Inter boss Stefano Pioli, the Viola are probably about par comfortably in the top half of the table and making progress. The Italian has a relatively youthful squad with starlets Federico Chiesa and Giovanni Simon leading the line and, with a little bit more composure and savvy, would have taken the 3 points on the night. This is not to do a disservice to the young attackers, particularly Simon, whose endeavour clinched a point for Fiorentina, but the hosts simply didn't make their chances count. Visiting striker Icardi, who was starved of service throughout, still managed to get on the scoresheet, and this is the difference. If the Argentine was in purple, the contest would have been over at the halfway point. For opposite number Spalletti, the winter break could not have arrived at a better time. 3 draws and 2 defeats, the Binimarta's barren run continues and the exceptional start the Milan Giants made to the campaign is slowly being undone. Morale is low and this could be dented further if Lazio and Roma win the game in hand. Inter may have open proceedings, but offered very little offensively all match, and this will be a major worry for Spalletti. The setup involving 4 central midfielders in Borja Valero, Roberto Gagliardini, Matias Vecino and João Mario is simply not working and is something the tactician must address in the near future. Sure, the quartet all have the merits, but are very similar, favouring the middle of the pitch and making the Nerazzurri a predictable outfit in the process. In contrast, Chiesa was a menace throughout, hugging the touchline, causing David Santon problems from the first whistle to the last, and the 20-year-old talent would have had 2 assists were it not for Cyril Lero's reckless finishing. Inter need to use the next fortnight to regroup. The competition is fierce for European places and they can ill afford regular blips in form. Fortunately, they have the division's leading marksman in the ranks, which will always give them a chance, but Icardi can't do it alone. The 18-goal striker is a bona fide world-class forward and was once again responsible for saving his side's blushes. He is responsible for 51% of their total 35 Serie A goals this season. Focus must now shift to the market. Spalletti and Director of Football Walter Sabatini have make-or-break decisions to consider, and the 11 draw in Florence should accelerate matters. With respect to the Viola, better sides would have put Inter to the sword, and a couple of additions would give everyone in the squad a much-needed lift as the business end of the season approaches. It's also time to pull the plug on João Mario. If this was his shop window to impress potential buyers, then his listless performance put him in the bargain bin. When Inter legend Beppe Bergami calls your performance embarrassing, then you have a problem. Keep up to date with the latest news and action from Spain's Primera Division with Football España from the team behind Football